We are live. I think we're live on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and my Facebook group. Hey, everyone. Hey, anointed one, beautiful people. How we doing today? What day is it? Happy Thursday. Tip Tip Thursday. How we doing? Come on in, come on in. It's your girl, Sherry Summer Bell. How we doing? Oh, I just saw Jamaican Princess. Okay, Wagwan. What? We have a Jamaican in the house. Love it. Come on in here. It's your girl, Sherry Summerville. It is Thursday. I am super always happy to be in the place. Any day above water, my mom would say is a good day. Any day that breath is in your body and you can wake up, it's a good day. So come on in here. Come on in here. Good morning to everyone. Exciting morning. It's so funny because when I call my girlfriends, they're like, good morning. They're like, okay, now keep it down. You're too excited this early in the morning, but it's all good. Listen, if you're tuning in from YouTube, if you're tuning in from Instagram, if you're tuning in from Facebook, or if you're tuning in from my Facebook page, let me just say welcome, welcome, welcome. Do a good morning in the chat for me to make sure that you can hear me and that everything is good with my technology, because sometimes technology don't be doing what it's supposed to do. So go ahead and put hello, good morning in the chat just to make sure that you can hear me and I'm good to go. Y'all, in this live, I am tuning in from two different areas. If you see me turning here, that's because I'm on Instagram. And if you see me turning here, that's because I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and my Facebook page. I just want to send y'all some love this morning because we're almost towards the weekend. It's Florida, and one day it's raining, one day it's sunny. 1 minute it's raining, 1 minute it's sunny. But we'll take it. We'll take it. If it's raining, that means the trees, that means the world, that means our lawn need it. So it's all good in the hood over here, y'all. If this is your first time catching me live, I help women who are in finance and insurance build their credibility, community, and cash flow without sacrificing their family time using my Joyful Tribe Builder framework. Now, yeah, I know most of y'all, especially my group, ain't used to me coming this early. But before I get into what we're talking about today, because we're going to be talking about 3 elements necessary to achieve your desire. 3 elements necessary to achieve your desire. Before I get into the juicy stuff of what we're talking about, I just want to kind of shout out to everyone who to give love and shout out to everyone who has purchased their ticket to Unleash Your Inner CEO. Baby, I'm excited. We are down to 2 tickets. That's it. You heard it right. 2 tickets for us to be sold out. That's it. That's all we're down. That's all we are down to, y'all. 2 tickets to be sold out. So I'm excited about that. If you want to attend Unleash Your Inner CEO, this is a conference for women who are in service-based business, insurance agent, financial professionals, where you come to what? Seek your abundance and prosperity. Again, without the hustle. Go to unleashyourinnerceo.com. So shout out to everyone. Shout out to our VIP members. Shout out to everyone who has purchased. Shout out to all our sponsors that are in the house that has sponsored a ticket for our Unleash Your Inner CEO Boutique Conference in Orlando, July 14th and 15th. If you hold a VIP ticket, it's July 14th. If you hold a general admission ticket, it's July 15th. I'm excited. Can you tell? I'm excited. So go to unleashyourinnerceo.com we are down to 2. Yes, I said it, 2 tickets, and we're less than 3 weeks away. All right. Now that all of that is out the way, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this, man. Give me a 1 in the chat again, just to make sure that you can hear me. 1 in the chat to make sure that you can hear me. And just say hello, good morning. Y'all like, Sherry, this is just too early. But if you're in my circle, you already know this is how I roll, right? 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, my husband like, okay, Sherry, come on. Come on now. All right. So we're talking about the 3 elements necessary to achieve your desire. And again, like I said, if you see me go to my right, that is because I'm on Instagram. So I have to turn to the right. Anyways, Instagram, y'all need to do this thing with StreamYard. Y'all tripping. Come on now. So 3 elements necessary to achieve your desire. The reason we're talking about that is because I have a group called Joyful Tribe Builder Academy, the best coaching program groups out there for financial professional insurance agent. That's where the party goes down. And one of my clients, shout out to her, she's amazing. She says, Sherry, we were talking about, I said to them yesterday, it doesn't take time to make money. It takes alignment to make money, right? And I said, that was something I said to them, because you hear people say, oh, it takes time, just be patient. And I said to her, I said, no, it doesn't take time to make money. It takes alignment to make money. And if you agree or don't agree, go let me know in the chat. Do you agree? Give me a yes in the chat if you agree. If you don't agree with what I just said, it doesn't take time to make money, it takes alignment to make money. Go ahead and give me a yes in the chat, or no. And you don't have to agree. You totally don't have to. It's an open space, baby. It's an open space. I got one person that said yes, they agree. Yeah. So when I said that to her, I said, many times people say work, and don't worry, the money's going to come. But I explained to her, I said, no, it doesn't take time to make money. It takes you being in alignment to make money. I'm going to break that down. If you're just joining me, we're talking about 3 elements necessary to achieve your desire. That's what we're talking about. Somebody else said they agree. And the reason I was saying, yeah, tell us who you are in the chat, because for some reason, StreamYard is not picking up your name. So I'm hearing 2 agree right now on Facebook, and I want to get another agree on Instagram. And again, you don't have to agree with me. You can have your own, you're subject to your own opinion around here. You're subject to your own opinion. And the reason why I said that to my clients, y'all, if you're not in Joyful Tribe Builder Academy, that's where it goes down. That's where all the high value thinking goes down. That's where amazing people, business professional, my amazing ladies go down. So we have this conversation. We meet on Wednesdays, and the purpose of me saying that. So she said to me, if it takes alignment to make money, Sherry, what does it mean to be in alignment, right? And I want to know from you as well, what does it mean by being in alignment? Because when I told her that, hey, it doesn't take time to make money, it takes you being in alignment to make money, right? You don't necessarily, it don't take 2 years, 3 years, an hour, 2 minutes. It talks about it's being in alignment. So what does it mean for you when I said the definition of alignment? What does alignment mean for you? Go ahead and comment below. Let me know this. Oh, if you said first time catching my baby, this is how we do it. Every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do this inside my group, right? We have a whole training every Monday at 7 inside our group for insurance agent financial professionals. So what is your definition of what it means to be in alignment? Because I'm going to talk about the 3 elements necessary to achieve your desire, because these elements are necessary in order to be in alignment with these things, so you can achieve what God has set forth for you. So anointed ones, go ahead in here and let me know what's going on. Let me know what your definition of alignment means to you. Someone said, thank you, Raina. She says, it means being on the same frequency as what you need. Okay, boo. That's what I'm talking about. I love that. I love her. By the way, are you coming to Joyful Tribe, by the way? I mean, sorry, are you coming to Unleash Your Inner CEO? I would love to see you in the house. It means being on the same frequency as what you need. 100%. 100%. When we're talking about alignment, she said, now knowledge and power. Give me more. Give me more. Knowledge and power. Give me more. I love it. Love it. Give me more. So when I said to her, I said to my client, I said, you have to be in alignment, because the quicker you get in alignment, the more you will start seeing the abundance and the prosperity. Right. And so many of the times, if you're, listen, tag somebody to hear this. We don't even go into further. Y'all know I'm about to go in. Y'all know I'm about to go in. You have been warned. I know some of y'all saying, Sherry, it's too early. It's too early. You're about to go in. It's too early. But y'all know I'm about to go in, right? It's 10 o'clock here in the beautiful Sunshine, Florida. But we about to go in, because I know it's like 7, 8 on the other side or whatever. But getting around like-minded people. Okay, bring it. That's another one I saw. She said, me and my business besties getting into alignment to be there. What? 2 business? Yeah, 1, 2. That's it. The 2 tickets will be gone right there. All right. So if you're just joining us, we're talking about 3 elements necessary to achieve your desire. I'm streaming from Instagram and I'm streaming from Facebook, and we're talking about 3 elements necessary to achieve your desire. And the reason we're talking about that, because inside of my Joyful Tribe Builder Academy, this is a signature program that I have for women who are in finance and insurance. And we had a conversation yesterday. One of my clients says, if it doesn't take time to make money and you have to be in alignment, then what is alignment? And I was like, wow. I mean, these are just the high level thinkers that are in the group, right? So I want to share this with you, because I just shared it with my group. And this is what I mean when I say alignment. I want you to put in the chat what it means for you to be in alignment. Some people say getting around like-minded people. Another person said me and my new we're being in alignment to be there. Yes, you need to be there because you're about to be around like-minded women who are making financial great decisions and without sacrificing their family time. Okay, let me get into it. I'm so excited, y'all. So let me get into it. Let me drink my water and let me drink my shake for today. And I got to do that, y'all, because I got a lot of content for Unleash Your Inner CEO. So I got to get ready for my mind. I must get it right. Anyway, so I thought it was such a great question that she asked that, because there's a lot of times that we believe that working more will get us more money. And as a person that's from another country, as an immigrant, I know that was what was told to me growing up, right? You know, they always say you're Jamaican because you got 2 or 3 jobs. Well, yes, that's true, right? But because we thought, we were told, we were taught that getting in alignment require for you to working several jobs, working hours, burning midnight oil, working overtime, right? Some of y'all Americans think that getting a second job, working overtime will get us more money. That's what I was taught. Anybody else was taught that? And am I the only one? Maybe it's just my Jamaican family taught me that working several jobs is going to get me more money. Put a me in the chat if you were taught that too by your family, right? Working harder, right? Going up the ladder means working harder, right? And because I came from another country, because I'm a Black woman, I always think that I needed to work harder. I always think that that's what was told to me. And I'm like, okay, so maybe I just need to work harder, which means maybe I need to go get a bachelor degree. So I went to University of South Florida and got a bachelor degree because that's what I thought I was supposed to do, right? I thought I was supposed to run up the student loan bill, right? Because I got to do what my family said to do. Not they didn't get those opportunities. And thank God for my mom, Monica, single mom that, you know, literally helped me to pay for my college at University of South Florida. So I went and got a degree. Right? That's what you're supposed to do. That's what I was told, that if I work harder, then that's when more money will come to me. Put a me in the chat if you have heard that before. You have heard that working harder will produce more revenue for your life. And so put a me in the chat if your family tell you that as well. So maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just because I'm an immigrant. I don't know. So I did that. I went and I was so on the grind. Like you couldn't tell me nothing. Like I was so on the grind because I was going to do whatever necessary to make sure that I achieve success. So I started working harder, and then after that, and then I said, okay, so I got the bachelor degree. Where's the money, right? Where's the money? I got the degree. So where's the money? Show me the money. Okay, there's no money. Okay. All right. So I said, okay, well, maybe I need to go get a job. So I went and got a job. We're working at YMCA in Tampa, Florida. Shout out to my Bulls. Shout out to our Bulls. So I went to YMCA, started working at the YMCA. So I said, okay, so I got the degree, working at YMCA as a director. So where's the money? No money. What's going on here? Okay, so maybe I need to go back to school and get a master's degree. Okay, maybe that's what the problem is. I need to go get a master. I'm not applying myself enough, right? These are people around here with degrees. I got to go back. So I went back, run up these student loans again. Am I by myself? Don't leave me out here hanging, y'all. Went by myself, got a master's degree, master's in management and business. So yes, baby, when I talk to you, I'm talking to you for my degrees. Okay. So I went and got my degrees. So I did all that. So, okay, so y'all told me that working harder, as in going to go better myself and all this stuff, that's how I'm going to make some money, right? Whew. Then $60,000 student loans later. Thank God for President Biden. $60,000 student loan later. I'm like, what? The bank account ain't changing. Oh my gosh. The bank, that's a lot of degrees. Yes, girl. Yes. Bounce ball bougie. I love it. So I'm like, I got the degrees. I did what y'all said. I did what y'all, the American dream. I did. I came to America, went to high school, went to college, got my bachelor degree. So I said, okay, well, maybe I need to get a good career. So I decided to go into law enforcement. I decided to start in corrections. And maybe that's what I need to do. I need to go get a job in corrections and law enforcement. You can't, government jobs are the best job because that's what y'all tell me. So I did that too. I did it all, y'all. I am the prodigy child of the American dream. Okay. Did all that. And let's be clear, I didn't have my first child until I was 31. So, okay, so it wasn't even I was a late bloomer, y'all. No wonder Dylan around here running circles around me because I wanted to be the prestigious child. I wanted to be the prodigy child. I'm going to go ahead and get the degrees. I'm going to go ahead and get the degree. I did all of that, right? Ranking up all the way to corporal inside of my business. When I was leaving, we were testing for the sergeant exam. So I did it all. I did everything that the society told me to do because they told me that's how you make money. They told me that I need to get a degree. I did it. They told me that I get a great job. And I love my job. Let's be super clear. Nothing else better than serving our communities. Yes. That's every day. That's every day. My business besties would tell you that's every day. My energy's like this every day. So I did it all. And am I the only one that follow the pattern of work? And until I started saying this ain't working, the math ain't mathing. I got to the point where I said the math is not mathing. Tag your business bestie, we're about to go in. Tag somebody need to hear this because we're about to go in. I did it all. I did everything that you told me to do. I got the degrees. I went to school. It wasn't like I didn't navigate it from. I got my son, got married. I did all of that, right? So how come the math ain't mathing? That's my language right now. The math ain't mathing. So I realized, so I started saying, no, something else has to give. Something else has to give. And I was literally like, there's a frustration there because I follow the map of what society say about when it comes to getting my desire, when it comes to being able to have enough money to do the things that I desire on my own term. And I tried that. I tried society way. And when I tried society way, it did not work, right? It did not work for me. So what is the problem? Like, what is the problem? What is me if I'm saying that? And again, if you're just joining me, we're talking about a question that my client asked me yesterday and says, what is alignment? Because I told her you don't make money from working harder. You make money. Money doesn't take time. Money takes alignment. That's what we're talking about, y'all. And we're going to talk about 3 elements necessary for you to achieve this. So as we dive deeper in that, when I did the whole step of working hard and all that stuff, and I'm like, but then when I started admiring the people them at the top, they weren't really working harder physically, right? Because the only person that was working harder is the person at the bottom. And let me explain to you what I mean by that. So y'all know I travel a lot. I travel. I'm always in somebody's hotel room. Always in somebody. I'm always have to go to conference, speak somewhere, and all this stuff. And one day I was at one day I may be in Dallas because I'm always in Dallas or Atlanta. And one of the things I saw was there's a lady. She was cleaning my room, and I said to myself, the person that's working the hardest is this lady that's cleaning my room. That the person was cleaning my room at the hotel. I'm like, she's working the hardest. She's working the hardest to make the money, and she make the least amount based on the levels of the hotel, right? With the manager, whatever, and so on and so forth. And I said, so that there in itself tells me that working harder, or because our mind is, oh, we got to do all of this in order, because money's going to come in time. That's what we tell ourselves. Money's going to come in time. So we have to find a way to work harder. And we started doing that because that's what the society told us to believe. And I believed that for a long time. Honey, I believe that. I'm the prodigy of the map. Okay. I believe that for a long time. My girlfriends would tell you all the time. I believe that for a long time. So when I started investing in myself, in keyword, invest in myself, because I said I started searching because it got to be more, because I follow your roadmap. And when you do something and you follow something, you become disappointed when the outcome doesn't turn out the way the world told you was going to turn out. right? So I said, I became disappointed with myself, not disappointed because I've achieved the accolades, right? I got a whole bunch sitting on my desk. I achieved the accolades, but there was no money behind the accolades. That's why titles so much don't mean much to me. Like, that's why titles don't mean because you can achieve the title and the bank account doesn't reflect what you achieve. Come on now. I told you I was going to go in. I was getting ready. So I did all of that. Not saying that it wasn't necessary. I think college taught me the ability to stick with something until it's finished. That was the lessons that I learned in college. Like, because there was a lot of us started off and a lot of us didn't finish. So college taught me the ability and the discipline and the habit to stick with something until it finished. That it was a $60,000. It was because I remember right when I was getting ready to get my master's, I was getting ready to have my son, and you're telling me, oh, you can just pause your master's degree, have your son, and come back. No, I ain't doing that. So I was literally doing the work to get out of college before delivering my son. So I was on the grind because I did not want to have to wait. I didn't want to have to wait to go back. And that would have been totally fine. I would put all my student loans on hold and have my son. But I was willing. I mean, I would contractions and all. I was getting that paper out. So I was getting that management degree out. I know I ain't waiting. I'm feeling that contraction, but I am getting my paper out. And matter of fact, when I graduated, I think my son was 4 weeks old when I walked for my master. That's how much I was grinding, keyword, to get this degree out the way. So my master degree out the way. So anyway, tag somebody. I know I'm about to get ready. I'm get ready. So when I did that, I was frustrated because I did everything you told me to do, and it did not turn into coins. It did not turn into coins. And in your frustration in life, when you are not happy with something, you start seeking answers. Follow me. You start seeking answers because you're frustrated with things. When I'm in a job and I'm frustrated with the direction that it was going in, and I knew that I had potential and I knew that I had, but I feel like the people around me could not foster the potential that was inside of me. Like, the people knew I was great. The people knew I had potential, but my fault was I was praying that the person around me see my potential and allow me permission to be great. Some of y'all are doing that right now, like praying that your boss see your potential and then see what you can do, and therefore seeing what you do and do something with that potential. We are asking that you're subconsciously asking for permission to do that. And that's where I went wrong. Because I knew I had something inside me. I knew I had the anointing. That's why I call y'all the anointed one. I knew there was some anointing. I knew there was something that God given me, but I didn't know how to birth that. And I felt that somebody who's ahead of me and I'm working for them, they would be able to see it and then fostering it, right? And then grow it and then cultivate it. But it's not their job to do that because the gift wasn't given to them. It was given to me. Woo! Told you I was going to go in. Yeah, I thought I was playing. So that's where I went wrong, first of all. That's where I went wrong. Hoping. And how many of y'all can relate? Put a me in the chat if you can relate. She said, I am the anointed one. Yes, you are. All right. So that's where I went wrong. I totally went wrong in that area because I was waiting for permission for someone to see my greatness and then maybe elevate me or maybe mentor me or then maybe put me in for a position, which that was not supposed. How many of y'all can relate to what I just said? So in that frustration, because let me tell you something, when you have a gift, your gift will not stay dormant. It will keep attacking you until you birth it, till you birth it. And you just could not, either you jump or you get pushed. I say this all the time on my live. Either you jump Instagram or you get pushed, right? So mine was push. My push came when my son got sick, right? And that pushed me to be able to do what I need to do, or for me to birth that anointing. So what does that look like for me? I realized quickly, like, okay, I'm going to work, because I came out of the career in thinking the same idea, because some of y'all are still in a job. Let me tell y'all something. What happened when you come out of the job, you still got the mindset as what you went into the job with. So my mindset I still came out saying, I got to work harder. I got to, and let me tell you, there is work. Let's not say it's not, there's work that need to be done, but what type of way are you doing this work? And that's what we're going to touch on in a few minutes. Did you tag your business bestie? Because she's going to hear this. She's going to need it to hear this. And she's going to tell you, thank you. You're welcome in advance. Right. So I'm getting there. Stay with me. I'm getting there. So I realized that it was not their fault for not seeing my greatness. It was not their fault. They can't see something that wasn't given to them. The gift was given to you. And because the gift was given to me, I had to do something about it. The gift was given to me. So it was important for me to do something about it. That when you hear people say, stop waiting for people to let you be great anyway. I didn't understand that until now. So in my frustration, because when you're frustrated with someone, you're not happy with something, when you're not happy with your weight, when you're not happy with your job, when you're not happy with your marriage, when you're not happy with your business, when you're not happy with the coins that's coming into your bank account, you start looking for answers. You start searching. That's why I tell my client, you never have to go looking for people, because people will already be in searching mode for the answer. You don't ever have to search for people, because people will attract themselves to you automatically through your anointing and through your energy, because people are getting to the point where they're frustrated. When they're frustrated, it makes them move. If you're not moving right now, you're not frustrated enough, period. If you're not moving enough, the situation has not got that severe enough to where you say you need to move. That's why you never have to chase people, because people will be in a position where they're like, I'm sick of this. I need answer. What do I need to pay to get these answers that I need? Y'all better get your tickets. We only got 2 left. Whew, she said, oh, that was good. So I started saying to myself, okay, so if working harder, because I already proved that, does not get me sales, then what do? Then what will get me the sales necessarily to do the things that I desire? What are the 3 things that I need to do then? What are the 3 elements necessary to get me the sales that I desire? Because I was seeking. When you get to the point where you're not happy, you come home and you're not happy with the home that God gave you. When you come home and you're just feeling frustrated and down, when you get to the point where people have passed you over and over and over for something that you know that you're good at, that you know you're better than that, you will start looking for answers. Are you at the point in your life where you're like, this is not working, I need to seek answers? And yes, I'm going to struggle in seeking the answer, but it's better than staying in a place where I'm not happy. And that's where I'm just telling you my story. And that's where I was. I remember calling somebody, I won't name his name here, but I love him dearly, because he was the first person to recognize my greatness. And I said, hey, sir, I cannot stay here. When I was leaving my job, and I said, hey, I cannot stay here. And he said to me, I will never forget. And he said to me, and I called him up, and he was in DC. And he said to me, that's not the place for you. Now, my boss is telling me that that's not the place. I said, hey, I'm calling to let you know I put in my notice to leave, and I just want to thank you for the opportunity. And he said to me, Sherry, I was Corporal Summers at the time. He said, I understand, because those walls are not the place for you. That is not the place for you. So I'm thinking to myself, like, you knew that? Listen, he said, you knew that? You knew this whole time. I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, so it's not that your person who you're looking to see your greatness don't know. They know. They know. But guess what? But it's not their job to anoint your footsteps. It's not their job. You have to move in your own faith. You're waiting for somebody to anoint your own steps. That's not how it works. Martin Luther King says, take the next step. Faith is about taking the next step, even if you can't see the stairs, right? So, and for him to say that, it validated what I was thinking this whole time. Validated that I was on the right track, because God will give you evidence of different things, different wins. We have this thing in our group, in our Joyful Tribe Builder Academy, where we said, what is your wins? Because these small wins lead to big desires. Okay, so I left there, and then when I left there with my son getting sick, I started seeking answers as to, okay, what will generate the revenue necessary for me to live the lifestyle that God has called me to live. And that is impacting life. That is being philanthropy. That is helping others see the light that I saw. And oh, geez, I got so much to do. I got so much to do. So what I did, I felt like taking action. So more action will lead to results. No, more action didn't lead to results, right? It did not lead to results. So I said, I got to do something different because I'm naturally a worker. I'm naturally a go-getter. I'm naturally that. That was birthed inside of me. Shout out to my islanders. We're naturally workers. So I said, okay, I saw my mom and my family do this work thing. They already know. Don't call me for the work thing because they ain't getting done. So what is that thing? If action is not the thing, because some of y'all are working. I mean, y'all putting the grind. So working is not your issue. Here's the first thing that I got solved. And again, it's inside of going in spaces like Unleash Your Inner CEO conference. It's going in spaces by hiring a coach. It's going in places by having a therapist, going to get my life coaching certificate, master life coaching certificate. All of that helps me to define what I'm getting ready to tell you today. All of that helped me to create and get the answers that I'm sharing with you today on this live. If you're ready for me to share it, put a 3 in the chat. If you're ready for me to share the 3 elements necessary to achieve your desire, put a 3 in the chat so we can go. Tag that business bestie because they need to hear this as well, right? So when I'm doing all of this, go ahead and put a 3 in the chat. I ain't putting that till I see a 3, 3, 3, 3. There you go. There you go. There you go. I got me a 3 in the chat. Okay. So all of this, come on now, bring it in. So all of this that I was going through, I'm doing the action step, but the results is not equivalent to the actions that I'm doing. And so I decided I need to invest in people who are further or doing what I want to do. So I need to invest in that. So I started investing in myself. I started going to conferences and learning people from at a higher level thinkers, higher level believers. And there are times when I go in these conferences, I'm the only woman or only Black person, period. And I'm always okay with that. I was okay with that, right? So I would go in these places and I would start investing in myself. I cannot tell you how many birthday parties, how many Christmas stuff I missed, how many family events I missed because I was so busy invested in myself, so busy in learning more because I know there was more out there for me. And I was not going to allow, I had to stop thinking that it was other people who needed to give me permission. That is the biggest problem I learned about myself. I cannot give the power to somebody else to give me permission to be great. Because that's what some of us are doing right now. We want our boss to recognize our greatness. We want our husband to recognize our greatness. We want our friends to recognize our greatness. When I let go of people and start stepping my power and shine anyway, that's when the abundance and prosperity comes in. So the first thing I realized in this search for what I desire, the first thing I realized the first thing I realized, the action wasn't wrong. The actions that I was doing wasn't wrong. I just wasn't in alignment with the action. So what I'm saying is this, like when I know what I want, when I'm clear on what I desire, I cannot say that enough because some of y'all are not clear on what you desire. I said to myself, okay, what is the action step necessary for me to do this? Right? And along with saying what is the action step necessary for me to do this, tag somebody, need to hear this. I also say, who do I need to become to do this? Put that in the chat. Who do I need to become to attract the desire necessary? Who do I need to become? Put that in the chat. So what is the action steps necessary for me to do this? And who do I need to become? So the first thing I said, okay, I know the action steps because I invested in a coach and they told me the process, right? And some of y'all did the process, but here's the piece that you're missing, right? Then I said, okay, am I spiritually equipped to do it? That's number 1. 3 elements necessary for you to have the desire. Number 1, put spiritually. Am I spiritually equipped? That's the first most important thing. That's the first thing. Where's my spirituality? What do I believe? Because I quickly realized that there's a power greater than myself that is leading me. That's the first thing. It's not me. It's a power greater than myself. right? There's a power greater than myself that download what we call intuition. Get your tickets if you haven't already now. It's an intuition, right? And so what do I believe? Who do I what does my spirituality look like? And don't tell me that, oh, I go to church on Sunday. Because if that's the case, all Black people should have been rich by now. Because we go to church every Sunday. But what does my belief system look like? Right? Right? What do I believe? Do I truly believe that I am God's masterpiece? Do I believe that? So the first element is my spirituality, right? And then after figuring out what does my belief look like, the second element of that is now that I believe, because I can't do anything else without nothing else with getting these desires and get these revenue if I'm not believing that there's a power. If I believe that it's me, honey, all hell break loose. So all hell break loose. I can't. Right. So it has to be somebody downloading ideas while I'm in the shower, or somebody download the ideas while I stream on Facebook and something come up. Someone download ideas when someone say something to me, when someone pour into me. There's somebody downloaded ideas. That's a spirit that's downloaded ideas. Do I believe that? That's the first thing. Right. So the three elements necessary to achieve your desire. Number one is asking yourself, what is your spiritual walk? Right. That's number one. What do you believe about life in yourself, and that there's a power greater than you? That's number one. Number two, the next part is, now that I'm clear on that, to achieve my desire, to achieve the revenue necessary to do the things I need to do, to achieve favors in my life, to achieve anointing in my life. That's number two. Was like, okay, now that I believe that, what does my mindset look like? Because again, we got to get in alignment. We're talking about being in alignment. So now that I have the idea, what is my mind? And at any given time when I'm listening to these, if something is off, I have to go back to the beginning, which is my spirituality, right? I have to go back to the beginning. So now that my spirituality is aligned, what is my mindset? Right? How am I thinking? Who do I need to become? And becoming starts in your mind, right? Becoming starts in your mind. Who am I talking to put a me in the chat if this is good? If you're learning something today, put a me in the chat. So who do I become? You become whatever you become in your mind first before you do anything else. So I asked myself, who do I need to become? Instagram. I asked myself who I need to become. So once I did that, my spirituality in check, my mind in check. Now my body, is my body ready to take on the necessary actions to reap the favors and the abundance that I need to do? Am I so what I mean by is, when I decide to say, okay, I want to buy a home, right? I always use that example. Home ownership is important to me. So I want to buy a home. The first thing is, do I believe that I can own a home? Right? Do I believe that God is omnipotent? Do I believe that a cattle on 1,000 hills belongs to me? Do I believe that I'm a descendant of Abraham? Do I believe that I'm worthy of a home? That's the first thing. And then in that spirituality, if the answer in my heart is yes, because it was showing my action if I believe not or not, right? It was showing my faith in what I do if I don't believe. So you ain't gotta say yes. It was showing your action. It was showing your action. So then now it's like, okay, what does a person, who would I become in my mind? What does that person owning that home, what do they need to do? What are my thoughts? What's my high level thinking? What is that? What does that look like? That's now I'm in my mind. And now based on that, now that those are in alignment, what is the action necessarily for me to take to get that home? Is it calling a realtor? Is it going to the bank to see my credit score? All of that. But what happened is, here's where we go wrong in our spirit, mind, and body. Here's where we go wrong in the body part. We skip the spirit, we skip the mind, and go straight to the body, which is action stuff, right? And when we do that, we are drained and we are stressed and we are burnt out because we never start with our spirituality first. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, we. Somebody has said, who we in the chat. We never checked in with our belief first, or our spirituality first, our belief second. So we're just taking action with no substance, with no foundation. Makisha said, wow. So we don't check in. We don't do a self-check first. There are times people call me and said, hey, can you do this? And I said, no, I don't think I have the capacity to do that right now. That means because I have to bring all three of me when I show up. I have to bring all three of me, my spirit, my mind, and my body. Some of y'all just bringing the body, but not bringing the spirit and not bringing the mind. Y'all better get your tickets or unleash your inner CEO. So where we go wrong? Where we go wrong, Instagram, is that we bring our body first before bringing everything someone asked me to do, every stage that I've ever spoken on, every assignment that is assigned to myself. Every time somebody say, hey, can you do this? I have to first bring all three of my people, all three of my homegirls, all three of my business bestie, all three of my people, my spirit, mind, and body. If I leave out one of them ladies, I call them ladies, out the equipment, if I leave out any of them, it doesn't go right. Stress will have a way to creep in. If I leave out, and when I say body too, it's also being drinking right, being healthy, making sure you're taking the right things that's necessary, especially as we get older, to get the things that we desire, to be able to keep the things, the abundance that God gives to us. So where we go wrong, right? You buy the course, they're telling you the 3 steps, they're telling you the step-by-step process of how they got results. And you're wondering, how am I not getting the same result that this person is selling this course for and they claim they got? It's nothing wrong with the course, because there's some people that would take the same course as you and do more on the course than you did. And if you're wondering why, the question for you to ask yourself, am I bringing all three with me? Am I bringing my spirit? Am I bringing my mind? Am I bringing my body? Are they in alignment with the thing that I'm doing? Why am I posting on social media and I'm not attracting clients? Is your spirit intact when you do that post? Is your mind intact, in alignment with that spirit when you do that post? And do you believe in the post that you're actually writing? Because some of y'all are faking for the gram. So all of that will throw off the energy and the frequency. I think Raina said frequency here at the top. All of that will throw off the frequency because it all has to be in alignment. And the power of these 3 elements being in alignment necessary for you to achieve your goal. When they're in alignment, you can show up at the gas station and somebody said, girl, I've been watching you on Facebook. I've been wanting your service. Look at me run into you. Intuition. When the beauty of these 3 being in alignment is you could be on a plane and the person next to you say, oh, I've been looking for you. Oh, ironic, we sat next to each other. It's not ironic. It's not ironic. When these 3 things are in alignment, you will go for something and somebody say, you know what? I was asking a vendor, someone to do something for the event. And she says, oh my God, I've been watching you on Facebook. I cannot wait to work with you. And here you are calling me for my service. That's alignment. It's like when you go somewhere and favors are on your life, that's because you're in alignment. So you have to check these 3 elements. Every time something is not going the way I would like for it to go, I have to go back to check in these 3 elements of myself first. And usually something is off. Usually something is not getting noticed. I'm not spending enough time in my spirituality. I'm not thinking, my words that coming out of my mouth, my thoughts are not in alignment. I always have to go back. I notice I didn't say check somebody else. Notice I didn't say give power to all the people. Notice I didn't say what somebody else said about me. I'm saying these 3 things. One of them is off if you're not seeking the abundance and favors that you're asking for, that the desire that you're asking for. What is going wrong? You got to do a check-in. It's not by accident you're listening to this live. It's not. There's something you needed to hear. That's why I said tag somebody need to hear this. There's something that you needed to hear. So if you've been seeking something, you've been wanting to do something, and it's not working for you, I guarantee you the reason why it's not working for you right now is because you being out of alignment, as in your spirit, mind, and your body. So I have a lot of stuff to get done for Unleash Your Inner CEO. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got all this stuff to get done. What is my energy body? What does my energy look like? What does my mindset look like? And who do I believe is giving me the assignment to do this? Right? So every time I'm like, oh, can I do this? I check back with my spirituality. And then I remember a Bible verse that God said to me that remind me that I am his masterpiece. Every time I remember what I have to check in with myself. I don't check in with Facebook. I don't call a friend for 500. I don't call a friend. I go back to my word. And then, the word is good. And okay, what am I saying? What are the words that are coming out my mouth when I'm talking privately with my friends, when I'm on the phone? Am I speaking positive thing? Because every word you say is a prayer. Whether you're praying or not, those words that come out of your mouth every single day is a prayer. So we got to be vital in the things that we say out of our mouth, because it has power. It's a prayer. It has power. Oh, Jesus. I told you I shouldn't attack people. So I challenge you today as I end this live. I challenge you to get your Unleash Your Inner CEO tickets, because there's only 2 left. I already challenged that. But I also challenge you, on a serious note, I also challenge you to check in with those 3 elements of the thing. If you have something on your mind that you truly wanted to do, and you're feeling like there's something that is stopping me from doing it, I just don't know what it is. I'm up against every obstacle. Everybody I call is a no. Everything I try to do is a no. There's something wrong there. I need to do better. There's something wrong there. I guarantee you there's something that is off. And here's the thing. Here's my caution to you with this. It will take a power greater than yourself, yes, but it will take somebody who has understand that situation to help you navigate that process. Have you ever been in a situation where you don't know where you are, you know what you do, and then you call a friend and the friend say, oh, you're on 95 South, so all you need to do is go here and then go here and then go here. Okay, now you're back on track. Now you're back on track. All you have to do is get back on track. Because if you're trying to get your own self out of your own mess, you don't know where the direction is. You don't know what door number 3 is or door number 2 is. So you're not meant to do it alone. So the 3 elements necessary to achieve your desire is making sure that you're in line with your spirit. Your mindset is aligned with your spirit. And your body is aligned with your mind. And your mind is aligned with your spirit. Having those 3 alignments makes you make money. Guarantee it. I can guarantee it. Have your lawyers come for me. I got mine on deck. I can guarantee you, when you start having your spirituality, your mindset, and your actions in alignment, you start, doors and opportunities start opening up for you that turn into revenue, that turn into profit, that turn into impact more than you ever know. So there are people, and I said this to my client yesterday. I said there are people that I have a framework that I teach inside of Joyful Tribe, and I said there are people that I can work the framework for 2 years and make 100,000, and my client can work the same exact framework for 1 month and double what I made, because I took longer to get in these 3 alignments than she did. Oh yeah, I missed that. That was good. Yeah, I missed that. So the third one is body. I think she said I missed the third one. The third one was body. So, and I have a program, right? And there are clients that are in there that will see success in 3 months, see success in 6 months, see success in 2 months, see success in 12 months. Why is that? Each person take a longer time to get in alignment based on where they are in their mind, in their mind, in their thoughts, right? So it's not time that gives you money. It's your ability to get in the three elements, which is what we call your alignment, in order for you to make the money. I guarantee it. Because whenever I talk with someone and they say, hey, Sherry, this is what's going on in my life. This is but I got to drop a question right here. I'm about to hop out. But she said, my problem is I want to see success in 2 days. So here's how I'm going to break that down. Thank you for being transparent. Here's how I'm going to break that down, and I'll hop off. If you want to see success in 2 days, I'm going to tell you that is a fear. That is a fear. You don't believe in yourself that it can happen for you. So you have to see it first. So you're worried about seeing it first before it actually happened. So that is a fear. So you got to unpack, where did that fear come from? You're got to unpack where that fear is coming from. Because if your problem is, I want to see success in 2 days, the problem with that is the process is the beauty of the success. It's not a destination. The process is the destination. So I wouldn't want to see success in 2 days, because the beauty of the success is being able to go through the process, and the aha moments and the enlightenment and the light bulb moments and the opportunity and the favors while you're moving in your process is so beyond, oh my gosh, it's so beyond words you cannot imagine. So arriving and let's be clear. What does success look like to you? That's another point I would make. But when we want to see success so fast, because your mind has to be conditioned to the level of the success that you need. So if your mind has to be conditioned to the level of the success that you need, what happens is, if your mind has not developed, even if I give you $1 million today and say, okay, here's $1 million, you're successful. She said, unleash your inner CEO. Is it virtual? No, it's in person. The things we teach cannot be, you have to be in a room. Everybody be acting, you have to be in a room. I went to an event in Dallas, and the guy poured so much in us in Dallas. And he's like, man, that's why I tell people they have to be in a room. The energy doesn't work well in virtual. I'm going to be too honest. The energy only works super well in person. To be around the people who have already achieved the things that you can't get that in virtual. I'm sorry. And you have to, and the fact that, here's the spirit, mind, and body, the fact that you took the time to buy the ticket, you took the time to get on that plane or drive, and you took the time to be in a room, all of that is alignment. All of that is alignment. Yeah, Jesus. I'm trying to get off, but God keep downloading stuff in my head. All of that. Show him that you're truly serious about your growth, and you're truly serious. Like all of that. I can make so much excuses of why I can't do the things necessary for me to grow my business. And all of that is what we call excuses. The fact that you say you want something, and then you took the action, get the ticket, and you took the action and call your business bestie, girl, we're driving to Florida, or girl, we're flying to Florida. Let's make it a whole vacation. And then all of that took the time to come in the room, to be around people who look like you, to spend the time with them, right? Who are women. All of that say, oh God, I'm showing you that I want to get closer and closer to my goal. All of that. You can't do that with virtual. You can't, because the commitment to your desire is different. The commitment that you're showing him. So he's like, then he said, angels, release that blessing to that girl, because she keeps showing me that she wants what she says she wants. Oh, I don't have a choice but to just release it to her, because she showed up, she said what she's going to do, and she did it. And she did it. You can't get that with virtual. That is the whole thing. But I was answering, my problem is I want to see success in 2 days. The problem of wanting to see success in 2 days, that's a fear trauma. That is a fear trauma, in fearing that it won't happen. And fearing that it won't happen, because when you know beyond a shadow of doubt that you are going to be successful in no matter what, you release a time date on it, and you enjoy the journey. You release a time date on it. You just get your spirit, mind, and body together, and time has nothing to do with the time of success. Time has nothing to, you release the date that you're going to put on when to be successful. You release that, because in the process, here's the thing. If I was just saying that before I answer her question, if I give you $1 million right now, and I just said to you that your money is equipment to your mindset, right? So if I give you $1 million, you're rich. Boom, you're rich right now. Boom, you got it. 95% of people who get $1 million lose it in 7 years. And the reason why they lose it in 7 years, because they do not have the mindset ability necessary to keep that money that they have, because their money arrived before their mindset arrived. So that's why in the process of developing what your definition of success is you're not, the process of you doing the work is because your mind is getting higher and higher to maintain the level of success that you ask God for. So if you don't maintain, if you skip to go to the end, you will not. It's like me saying I want a Mercedes, but I can't afford the payments and I can't afford the when it breaks down, because I went straight to the win. But I didn't give myself time to condition my mind to maintain the level of success that I say I want. And that's why we lose it, because we don't know how to use what we have. We don't know. There's a development stage in growing your success that when you get it, no one can take it for you, because by that time you are filled with so much value that no one can take it from you. So I want success in 2 days, because I will miss the idea of building my value. So if the world, if the world or whatever happened tomorrow, recession happened tomorrow, I can build it back in 2 days, because I spent the time developing the success and the value necessary to maintain it and doing it and conditioning my mind for it. And I know how to keep it when I get it. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm done, y'all. You just got to get your ticket. You just got to get your ticket. Y'all got to go back and replay this live, because there was so much stuff that was dropped on this live. Y'all got to go back and replay it. Because success is not a destination. We know that because Oprah, Beyonce still on tour. They don't have to be. So success is not a destination. It's a process. And how I know I was successful is based on the rooms that God kept put me in and the stages that God kept put me on. And because your bank account is the last thing to show you how successful you are, because that comes last. So that's why you can't use your bank account to define if you're successful or not, because that is the last thing to add up. And some of y'all business owners know what I mean by that, because there's sometimes you may plant seeds all over the place, financial seeds all over the place, and they're all harvest at different times. I'm trying to stop y'all, but you just keep giving me stuff. You may plant seeds all over the place. And when you're planting these seeds all over the place, you harvest them at different times. So here you are with $0 in your account, but you have planted seeds all over the place. And then these seeds start coming up, boom, 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 boom. Like this, come here. I want you to come here. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. I want you to do this, do this. I want this client want to work with you. This is, so in your account, it says 0, but that's because you use the money wisely to invest in different seeds. So why? And then now these seeds start growing at different times, different area, different. I have a magazine that I did an interview on a magazine, and she won't release that magazine till 2024. She won't release that. So, but the seeds of the magazine was planted. We did an interview in 2023. And she wanted to release the magazine till next year. But we did an interview this year. That's what I call seeds, opportunities. So by the time she released the magazine in 2024 of that seed that I'm planting, baby, I'm already on a different level. But that will also help. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, okay, I'm done. I gotta stop. If anything I said today was helpful, give me a high five in the chat. If anything I say, did you walk away with anything today? Give me a high five in the chat. And send and share this out, hit share so other people on your page can get this. because we got to jump off. If you want more, you got to come to Unleash Your Inner CEO. Period. There's no way around that. You just have to come to Unleash Your Inner CEO. So that's why you cannot use your bank account to measure how successful you are. You cannot. Because many a times, especially our successful business owner like myself, we have seeds plants all over the place. So by time we plant all these seeds out, we have things, we have strategy, we have system, we have things that we're doing and constantly moving and all this stuff. So by time we start reaping the harvest, then it start coming back. Boom, 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 it start coming back. That is why, and I end here. That's why we can have predictable income. That's why we can have predictable income. Because thank you for the high five. Make sure you grab your ticket. Thank you for the high five. That's why we can have predictable income and we don't look on our account and say, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that, because it will fool you in thinking that there's nothing in there. It'll fool you in thinking that there's nothing in there. Yes, the Unleash Your Inner CEO is $247 for general admission. That's including your lunch, your breakfast, and your lunch. Correct. Yes, and your swag bags. Yes, correct. And I don't gave y'all the value I don't gave y'all is worth way more than $247 if you decide to follow your spirit, mind, and your body. All right, y'all, that's all I got for you. Make sure you do me a favor, share this to somebody that need to hear it, tag it, and I see you at Unleash Your Inner CEO July 14 and 15 in the beautiful Sunshine, Orlando, Florida. Have a good day. It's your girl, Sherry Summer Bell. Talk to you later.